Hi, I'm Mark, and today I'm going to give you a demo and overview of Tenzo. But first, let's start off and talk about what is Tenzo. Tenzo ultimately exists to help you power your restaurant and get the most out of your data. First, Tenzo brings together all of your data. We aggregate sources of data such as your point of sale, your labor tool, inventory, social reviews, and more. Next, we help you analyze your data to find historical insights, and we also predict future demand to help you optimize labor and inventory. And finally, Tenzo helps disseminate data to your staff to help them take actions to actually improve the bottom line. So after aggregating your data, Tenzo provides you and your team with a snapshot of performance and tailored dashboards and reports that are set to your KPIs and what's important to your business. You can see here some of our more popular reports. Everything that we do within Tenzo, we always provide in context. So if we're going to show you numbers, we're going to show you the year on year. We're going to be able to show you what you did last year and how you've been trending over time. We can provide you and your team with any report that you need from the data that we have. One example of one of our more popular reports is a flash P&L. Here we can see for our different locations the sales, the labor cost, and the cost of goods sold to arrive at an operating profit. Outside of our dashboards, Tenzo provides you and your teams with the drill down module so you can diagnose your business in real time. Here we'll first start with our sales data. We can see our different locations, our sales for this period, and in performance against a budget. Quickly, we can rank which locations are down year on year and which ones are missing budget. Here we can see Victoria is down on both. So to analyze why, the first place I like to start is asking, well, first off, for Victoria, is it due to transaction size or the number of transactions? Here we can see Victoria is down 0.4% for transaction size, but it's actually down 3.8% on transactions during this time period. So it's a problem with not getting enough guests in. Then we can drill into Victoria to understand what's going on with their menu as well. Is it a problem with food or drink? And here we see food is down 4.8%. We can go into your different categories and look at sales and quantity, sales mix, or attachment as well. Then drilling into sandwiches, we can identify the exact items that are having problems. And we can even see which channels you might be having a decrease in sales in as well. We can see here that you're down on Deliveroo and Uber Eats. And so maybe that's an indicator that you and your team need to understand what might be going on with those channels specifically. We can also see the same sales data, but cut by day of the week, day part, and even hour of the day to really help you understand what you and your teams need to focus on. After identifying your hourly sales and seeing that Victoria is down on sales overall, the next place to go might be to ask yourself, are my customers happy? With Tenzo, we'll bring together your different review data from TripAdvisor, Google Places, Facebook, and more. And here we can see the reviews that are coming in by location, what the reviews say, and a link to that content. Additionally, we can track all your locations over a period of time and if they're trending up or down on their reviews, so you can actually take action and alert your teams to what might be going on. So in the sales module, we might have identified that your sales are down, or maybe they're just not where you want them to be. Our employees module actually helps you understand which of your employees are the best at upselling, so you can disseminate and share those insights. We'll help you understand which of your employees have the highest ATV or sales by guest, or wherever you want to look at your employee metrics. One of our most popular features is the ability to run competitions in Tenzo. Soho might decide to have a competition to understand who can upsell the most brownies. And here we'll show all your employees the brownies sold over a period and the actual attachment percentage so that you can run an effective competition and drive your staff towards selling those items that influence your ATV. Using our labor module, you can benchmark your sites and understand which of your sites might be over or understaffed. Here, I've ranked the sites by cost of labor as percentage of sales, and we can see that York and Manchester are 41% and 39%, which is probably a little bit high. So, next we can drill into the actual house parts that might be causing this, and even the roles themselves. And finally, looking at the hours of the day that this overstaffing might be occurring. So here we can see by hour of the day, your sales against your actual cost. But what is really powerful is when we look at your cost of labor as a percentage of sales on this graph, and overlay multiple days to find where the overstaffing is typically occurring and which days have room for improvement. Our labor module helps you understand when historically you've been over and understaffed, and our planning module helps you correct this in the future. Tenzo predicts future sales down to the hourly level by looking at all your historical sales, the seasonality of your business, weather, events, your marketing calendar, and more to determine sales at the hourly level. Here's an example for Birmingham and what they might sell next Tuesday. Tenzo's looking at thousands and thousands of data points, but here we're just going to show you two. What you sold last year on the same day and what the weather was in last week. Then we'll let you and your managers actually adjust the forecast, because we found this actually improves it, because the managers and you will know more about your location than a machine will. You might know that next week there's a rail strike, so you can improve the forecast. Depending on your labor tool as well, our forecasts automatically get pushed into it so that you and your team can automatically schedule to the right forecast. Our inventory module gives you and your team visibility over all aspects of purchasing, wastage, and actual versus theoretical usage. Here we can rank stores by cost of goods as a percentage of sales. You can see that York and Leeds are also leading again. We can also switch to understand actual versus theoretical or wastes as a percentage of sales. And we can see where Kensington at for waste as well. By clicking in and drilling down, we'll understand by category what wastage is, as well as actual versus theoretical, even down to the item level. And finally, some of our most savvy customers look at purchases by vendor as well. We've heard some of our customers like to look at when their purchases year over year have gone up, to use that as a trigger to negotiate a better deal with their vendor because of the new volume that they're buying.